Screw you. Damn you. You idiot. Go to hell. Man, kill yourself. Man, fuck you. Do any of those sound familiar? Right? You know, listen, we hear words and greetings and salutations like that all the time, right? But the one thing the word says is faith comes by hearing, and hearing the word of God, right? So hearing is what builds our faith or what tears down our faith. And when we are greeted this way, when we hear these kind of greetings and salutations, it doesn't build up our faith, right? But if we let it come in, it can tear down our faith. But this is not how we're supposed to react in kind, but we're supposed to respond in love. You dig? We hear greetings like that all the time. You know, whether it's on TV, whether it's on social media, you know what I'm saying? Whether it's from our circle of friends. We've even used those words ourselves back in the day, I hope. But, you know, some of us still may use those words and greet people like that, whether it be because we're frustrated, whether it be out of anger, you know, we're having a bad day, whatever the case is, we may happen to use words like that. And that's not cool. You know what I'm saying? And we don't like it, right? We don't like it when people greet us like that, when people respond to us that way, when people come off to us like that. Does that make you feel good? No, it makes you want to, you know, do some other things that's not godly. You dig? So, how are we to respond instead of reacting? You dig? We're going to talk about that, man, in this little word that God has given me on today. I just want to share with y'all real quick. I'm not going to be before you long, right? But before I get into that, please remember to like this video, share this video on all your platforms. Remember, subscribe to the channel and hit that like button, right? When you hit the like button, it helps get the message out on YouTube, lets YouTube know that you guys like what you're hearing and seeing, all right? Now let's get into this, right? When people greet us like these greetings that I mentioned at the beginning of this video, what we need to understand, man, is that it's not us. You dig? It's something that's going on with them that causes them to react in that particular way, right? It's something that's going on within their mental, their physical, within their emotional, right? Something that's going on spiritual, something that's going on financially in their home. There's something that's going on that causes them to respond to us in a way that is not conducive to the direction we're going, right? Why would somebody respond to you and say, go to hell? Hell is nowhere anybody wants to go. Not that I know of, right? Nobody wants to go to hell. That's a terrible place. Or, you know, somebody respond with, F you. First of all, how can I do that to myself? And why would you want to greet me in that fashion? What have I done to you to deserve that type of greeting, right? You know, screw you, you idiot, stupid. So anyway, my whole point is, listen, we want to greet each other in love. We want to greet. If I see you first thing in the morning, do you want to hear some kind of negative connotation come out of my mouth? Or do you want to hear something positive and motivating? Do you want to hear something that's going to uplift your spirit? Something that's going to make you feel good? Something that's going to be beneficial to you? And me calling you all kind of names, or me greeting you in a way that is damning you, it's damaging you, it's not uplifting you, and it's not being motivating and positive, how is that going to help you in your day? It's not, right? But our response to those type of greetings should not be in a fleshly way and based upon, you know, how we're feeling at the time. Because every day we don't wake up on the right side. Every day we don't wake up in his roses. Every day we don't wake up, you know, with this joy and peace in our heart. But we have to respond in the way that Christ would have us respond, you dig? Sometimes that means we got to bite our tongue and swallow the blood. You know what I'm saying? But our responses should be one that's drawing and loving, and it reflects the Christ that's in us. Because Christ said, if I be lifted up, I will draw all men unto me. You dig? So our greetings, you know, should be full of life and positivity. You know what I'm saying? Our greetings should be one of prosperity and blessings, not of cursing and shame. You know what I'm saying? Listen, we can't control what come out of people's mouths. And we should not be responsible, neither you or I, for what comes out of people's mouths, right? But what we should be responsible for is what comes out of ours and how we respond. We should never react, but we should always respond. Listen, what's on the inside? Oh yeah, it's gonna come out. Facts. I'll give you an example. Just yesterday, just last night, I went to Walmart. Went there, got me some pistachios, because I love pistachios. I'm a pistachio nut, you dig? And I was craving some pistachios. Went to Walmart, got my pistachios. I paid for them in the self-checkout. Now, you know there's cameras everywhere. Even on the self-checkout, there's a camera. So I paid for my pistachios. And then I went to go, I remember there were some chips back there for $2, right? So got my receipt, put it in my bag, walked back, got the chips, asked an agent to make sure that the price of the chips was the price. So I went back up to the self-checkout, scanned my chips, paid for my chips, got my receipt. Mind you, I'm still on camera. Go to walk out. Now, as you walk out of Walmart, everybody knows that before you get out, there's a checker there or a person there that's checking the receipts before you go out of the store. So I get there, show my receipts, both of them. Guy says, all right, go on. So I go to get to the outer door. There's some, what appears to me, some kids, some teenagers standing over in the corner, right? And then like out of nowhere, this one tall, skinny kid turned around like this and was blocking me, right? Now to me, he looked like this some little teenage kid. And he's like, excuse me, sir, I need to see your receipt. Granted, I did not respond right. This is about to say what's on the inside is gonna come out. You did? How I respond, I'm minding my business. I showed up your receipt, I'm doing my thing, I'm walking out, and this little kid just turns right in front of me, blocking the door. Says, I need to see your receipt. That's what he didn't say, excuse me, sir. He said, I need to see your receipt. So because his reaction was one of not respectful and one of like he was challenging me the way he came at me, I responded in kind. I didn't respond like Christ would have had me respond, right? I responded by saying, yo, bro, back up. Who are you? You know, because I'm thinking he just some little teenager standing in front of the door like he trying to get me to open my bag so he can snatch my bag. That's what my thought was, right? Because all kind of crazy stuff happened in Walmart. So so I reacted. I didn't respond in the spirit. I reacted in my flesh. I was like, yo, back up, bro. What the hell? Back up. He's like, I need to see your receipt. I said, I ain't showing you jack, bro. Who are you? I already showed my receipt before I came out, man. You better move out my way, bro. Okay, I don't want no problems. And he was just standing there like, I need to see your receipt. I said, bro, if you don't back up from me, bro, for real, for real. And I turned to the security guard that was over here. I said, yo. And she was just kind of like, you know, I'm like, what? And so I said, do you know him? Yo, I just can't, do you know him? She's like, oh, he's security. And so when she said he's security, my whole attitude changed, like night and day, like, boop, changed. It was like, oh, okay, why you didn't say that? Oh, here you go. Showed him my receipt, and then his response really pissed me off. But see, by then, my attitude had changed. So when I showed him my receipt, he looked at my receipts, both of them. He says, oh, I only saw you pay for one thing, so I had everything in me wanted to call that dude a liar, Satan, you know, ninja, all that, right? If you don't get up out my face with that bull crap, because we can go look at the cameras, bro. What are you talking about? You only see me pay for one thing. But I didn't respond that way. My response was, hey man, no problem. Just identify yourself next time. And I went on about my business, right? But I said all that just to show you that, listen, what's on the inside, oh, it'll come out. If we're not careful and we're not always walking in Christ, being led by the Holy Spirit, what's on the inside will come out. And what that showed me is I still need some work on me. You dig? I still need to go to God in prayer on my knees, asking for forgiveness, asking for his grace, asking for more of him to be deposited into me and less of me that comes out of my mouth. You dig? That showed me that I still have a lot of work to do. And so I just want to encourage you guys with that example, right? We have to respond in a way that exemplifies Christ so that Christ can be lifted up and then he can draw all men to himself instead of our flesh being lifted up, right? And we feeling like, you know, we're being disrespected and people ain't recognizing who we are, all that kind of stuff. We all should look at ourselves and how we respond. And if we respond with anything less than a godly, welcoming, inviting Christian response, then all we're doing is talking out of side our neck, man, and nobody's really seeing the God in us. So let's get into the scripture real quick. In the book of Galatians, the first chapter and the 3rd verse, right? Paul writes to us this: grace be unto you and peace from God the Father and from our Lord Jesus Christ. Right? Now, that's a greeting that we really need to pay attention to, because he said, grace be unto you. Right? What is grace? Grace is God's unmerited favor. We didn't deserve it. We didn't do anything to earn it. You know what I'm saying? He's giving it. He's giving us grace. He's showing us favor. He's showing us kindness. He's showing us love. He's showing us, you know, opportunity. He's showing us, you know, open doors. He's showing us things that we didn't earn. It's not like we earned them by merit and we built our merits up for God to do this. No, he's showing us favor, right? He's showing us undeserved. We didn't do anything to deserve this. There's nothing we could have done. There's no amount of money we could have done. There's no amount of prayer or fasting or belief. There's nothing we could have done to earn his grace. His grace is just his favor that we have not earned, right? He says, grace be unto you. And this is how our response ought to be to people that we come in contact. Hey, grace be unto you. I'm speaking grace unto you. I'm not speaking who the hell are you, or damn unto you, or screw you, or, you know, get out of my face. I'm speaking grace. I'm saying grace, which is God's undeserved, unmerited favor, be unto you, right? And not only that, and peace from God the Father. So not only do I want you to have favor that you didn't deserve, but I also want you to have peace in your life. You know, I don't want you to having hell in your life. I don't want you things to be uncomfortable. I don't want you being frustrated and depressed or pissed off and angry or uptight. And no, I want you to have peace. I want you to be peaceable. Because if you have peace in your life, then more than likely you're going to exude peace. You're going to speak peace. You're going to think positively. You know what I'm saying? You're not going to think negatively and you're not going to be frazzled and frustrated and just be rough and raw. You're going to be peaceable. So yes, I'm going to speak grace unto you and peace, right? But not the world's peace. Peace from God the Father, because his peace surpasses all understanding. There's no amount of knowledge, there's no amount of college, there's no amount of wisdom, there's no amount of living and years and experience that you could gain or have that would surpass the peace from God. So when I speak to you, I'm going to speak, hey man, grace be unto you. And peace from God the Father. Not peace from the world, because peace from the world is whack. Peace from the world is not going to last, you dig? Peace from the world will let you down. But I'm going to speak peace from God the Father, because that's an everlasting peace. You feel me? And that's how our greeting should be. I'm really going to work hard on trying to greet people in that way. And I'm not going to do it because I'm trying to sound churchy. I'm not going to do it because I'm trying to sound like I'm so blessed and I'm all this and I'm all that. I'm doing it because I'm speaking life. And I'm doing it because I understand what the word says about speaking life. So when I see you, I'm going to speak life unto you. Hey, man, grace be unto you. And let the peace of God from our Father be unto you. Because I want you to have his unearned, undeserved favor. And I want you to have peace in your life so that you can be cool. You know what I'm saying? And you can look at things and not trip. You know what I'm saying? And then maybe you can teach someone else how to have grace and spread grace and peace instead of, you know, what's wrong with you? Man, don't talk to me. No, F you. Man, screw you. You stupid. You idiot. You dummy. No, that's not how we greet people. That's not how we respond to folks. You did? But in love and kindness. Why? Because when we respond to people with love and kindness, right? What we don't realize is that's what people need, man. They're not going to say it. They may not tell you, but listen, people need grace and peace, right? To make progress in every area of their lives. And when we come to realize that, then that's something that we'll be ready to give. We'll be open to give, because I need the same thing, man. I need God's grace and peace in every area of my life in order for me to be successful in him, right? Because if I don't have that, then guess what? I'm just talking. I'm just spinning my wheels, right? But the grace of God is going to give us favor and the ability, you know, to be able to go through those open doors of opportunities, right? While empowering us to take those opportunities to better our lives, you know, and also to better the lives of others, right? The peace of God will give us a sound mind to make good decisions and to take strategic actions that will, you know, ensure that we have continued success in our lives. You dig? So I just want to come on and just say, hey, man, value the grace and the peace that God has given you and has given me, right? And let's use those to enhance our life to glorify God and to glorify and to help those that we love, those that we come in contact with, whether we know them or not. Because what good does it do to just you show grace and peace to those that you love? But we're called to show grace and peace to everyone that we come in contact with, because you never know what kind of effect your life, your love, your smile, your grace, and your peace that you give will have on someone, especially someone that needs to hear it. You dig? Yo, be blessed on today, man. I just want to come real quick and share that word with y'all. You know, let's take this new attitude into the new year, right? This is not a New Year's resolution, but this is a new year lifestyle change. It's going to be a lifestyle change that we're going to carry throughout the whole year. We're going to speak life. We're going to speak grace. We're going to be inviting and loving in our greeting to people, and not ugly and nasty and raw. Man, let's leave that in 2022. Let it be a new me and a new you as we go into 2023, you dig? This is your man, Levon. Please remember, like, share, subscribe, and also hit that bell notification to the channel. And also, share Lamella E. Love, uplift, motivate, inspire, learn, laugh, encourage, and enlighten. Because somebody needs to hear your testimony, you dig? One love, you man, Levon. I'm out.